I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it.
By the Raiders.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pick. Yards. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Packers' 20.
Counter play with Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Josh Jacobs.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The ball carrier.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
For Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Tyler Ervin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Josh Jacobs, the Raiders.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Raiders.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The ball carrier.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They fire this one quickly to Austin. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Second and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Packers nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rolling to his right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. first carry for Josh Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Daniel Carlson on.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And some room to maneuver. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Yeah, it's
touchdown, Packers.
The ball carrier.
Aaron Jones. 78 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Carr. This complete left side. Able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. To throw again on second down. Carr. Made open, that's who he was. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On second down now. It's Jacobs. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29. These two teams all tied after one. They'll run on first down. Jacobs stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 24, Carr. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's good for another Las Vegas.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he'll go down back at the 12. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Point after.
Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. What a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball, but instead it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And a Packer first down.
Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 35 on second down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. And they will not be able to look up there. It's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Forced out to his left. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 10-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Defensively. Now it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown,
From 10 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Crosby for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points up. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The 38-yard line.
Jacobs now. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain.
Now Carr on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game time, this stage of the contest, boy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have moved out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon. And I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. The 30, 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On first down. It's Jones, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. Either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Rodgers going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Another try after the first down sack. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Cleveland Farrell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train in trouble here? And down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words.